Hey guys, and welcome to my Crafty Goals update. Well, once again, I cannot believe it's September already. I kind of want to cry. This is my recap for what I accomplished in August. So the theme for this month's recap is Simplify. This is the first time I've actually remembered to incorporate the theme. And it's funny because I've actually been thinking about simplifying my goals for next year because I do definitely want to do this next year. I just need to have more concise goals, I think. I remember when I first posted either my intro video for this project in this collab or my first recap video. I know at least a couple of people commented saying, hey, I hope you aren't setting yourself too many goals. And I was like, nah, it's fine. But yeah, I think I might have overdone it. But I definitely do want to, for next year, simplify, like not list everything, just list the stuff that I want to use more, like washi for instance, because I still haven't used any this year, but like everything else can just be tracked in my stuff I used up detailed rundown, right? So that's what I've been thinking about. As for stuff that I have used up this month, I have managed to kill off 2 of my 6x6 paper pads from my Halloween stash. They were both partial pads, and I do still have scraps, but I'm going to do what I did last time and just hold on to them till the end. I've given up on this 85 loose paper. I put what's left back in my stash. Like I said, didn't get to use washi yet, and I totally forgot to pull any out. When I was pulling out my Halloween paper, I pulled out some pink washi to use with that rose quartz paper pad that I ended up never touching this summer. And it's still out because, like I said, I forgot to go into my washi storage. So I might be able to use some of that in my October daily since I'm using the Pinkaboo paper for that. So we'll see if I can at least use some of that, even if it's not specifically Halloween washi. Cards and stuff, haven't touched. I don't even know if I will get to them by the end of the year because a lot of them are like just random cards. I think there's some Christmas cards I might be able to use. I'll have to focus on that when I start doing Christmas stuff. Somehow haven't touched my journaling cards yet. I haven't added any to my stash, so I think I'm okay with. Same with washi. I haven't added any washi to my stash, so while I'm not happy that I haven't used any, I also haven't added to what I've already got, so that's good. One thing I did make progress on was file folders. I used up 17 of them. You haven't seen what I've done with them yet, but they've been used, and I intend to use a ton more. That's going to be my running theme, I think, for most of the rest of the year is like file folder brag books, because they're pretty quick to make, and I would like to, dig into my 80,000 piece stash some more. Haven't touched paint yet, but that should be coming because I want to paint some wood veneers pink and such to go with the pink paper pad. I did do a little bit of decluttering and organizing this month. You'll see that actually in an upcoming video. I think it'll post next week. I've been working on sort of reorganizing and redoing how I am storing my ribbon. And I'm not done yet, but I did get started, as well as moving some stuff around in general. Still haven't touched Evernote somehow. I need to really do that because I want to finish cataloging stuff, and I haven't done it since the start of the year. Social media, I'm managing to stick to YouTube. Now, I did say last month that the reason I had put red around August is I wanted to focus on this section of my tracker, and I didn't really succeed. But that's part of the whole simplify idea was I kind of decided, you know what? I'm at least being consistent with YouTube, especially the last 2 months. Gotten at least 1 video out a week, so I'm just going to keep focusing on that for now. I'm still hoping to join some sort of a Halloween collab or swap or something. If anybody has any leads on Halloween collabs or something, let me know. I would start one, but I don't even know how to do a collab, so... But I have been considering starting one. And then, well, it doesn't look like I've done a lot for Etsy yet, but I did do one big thing, which you will have seen already because it's in my Amazon video. I bought a photo studio box thing to take pictures with. I still, as of this filming, haven't had a chance to play with it yet. I'm gonna do that soon though because I want to get started on that sooner than later. So that was a big one. I finally just bit the bullet and spent the money to have a better setup for photos, and then hopefully I will get off my butt and actually open an Etsy store. Other materials, I did use up 19 sheets of cardstock, finishing off my scraps to make those cards. Again, just totally sucked at social media, but the one thing I'm going to try to focus on this month is the YouTube comments, because like I said, I've been sucking at them. I keep meaning actually to sit down, open my email, because I get sent emails whenever there's a comment, or I'm mentioned in a comment, and just sort of work backwards, and like do the most recent comments first, and just go through everything until I'm all caught up. I put one mark down for the one pile / mess a day because I did do some moving of things around when I was going through my ribbon and stuff. And then I got through 2 things of adhesive and 2 trimmer blades. For stuff I made in August, it was pretty short. I just did the 22 A2 size cards. Once again, I'm forgetting to record how long it takes. I've also started some Halloween projects, but they are not yet complete, so they will be completed in September. Crafty spending! It took a bit of a turn in August. Yeah. I don't think I've spent that much. It was $155.08. I have not spent that much, I think, at all this year. The most I've spent since then is in January. And that's because, of course, Halloween stuff. You saw my Amazon haul, which was adhesive and blades and those pocket pages from my October daily. So that was $51.26. And then I have a haul from Michael's coming. If I'd waited 2 days, this could have gone into September, but oh well. They had quite a bit of their Halloween stuff on their website, including 2 of the hot buy pads. I'm assuming those are the ones that don't have alternate sizes because the other paper pads just had the 8x8 or 6x6 available. Well, they're all on the website. They're not usually available to ship. I think they finally clued in that we're still in a pandemic and not everybody wants to go to the store and spend an hour going through the hot buy rack. So they do have at least those 2 12x12 hot buy Halloween pads, and I think there's 1 or 2 non-seasonal hot buy pads. But yeah, basically between that and the fact that they do have the $6 cardstock on the website for shipping now, which I almost cried because that's like the one thing I needed to go to Michael's for, and like I've mentioned, that's like a day trip to go to Michael's, and I'm not taking a day trip in a pandemic if I don't have to. And then the Halloween stuff that they did have available to ship on the website was all buy one get one. I ordered $103.82 worth of stuff. That includes the shipping. I have like 3 paper pads coming. I broke my rule that I wasn't going to buy any paper pads, Halloween paper pads in particular, until I used some up. But to be fair, like I said, I've pretty much used up 2 6x6s, so I technically am only adding 1 pad to my stash. You'll see that haul once that comes in. It should be here in by the end of this week, actually. Before this video goes up, it should potentially be here. It's coming from Alberta for some reason. That's new. Usually it comes from somewhere in Ontario. And I just realized I forgot to film this part, the detailed breakdown of the stuff I have used up so far. This is another reason I need to simplify it, because I forget everything that I have. So yeah, I used a total of 2 blades. I used a Fiskars and a Westcott. 2 adhesives. One was an ATG roll and one was a foam tape roll. I finished off another pack of envelopes, pairing them up with cards. The Martha Stewart 6x6 and the Dead and Breakfast 6x6 that I showed you in my Halloween stash video. Like I said, they're down to just scraps now. 17 file folders and 19 pieces of cardstock. So I think I did pretty good, and I expect to plow through some more in September. I'm glad to finally get my crafting mojo back. Of course, Halloween tends to do that for me. And that's it for my August wrap-up on my Crafty Goals 2020 collab with Amalia. Going back to the theme of Simplify, I definitely have been thinking about wanting to definitely participate in this collab again next year, if assuming it is going on, and if it's not, just doing it for myself. But really trying to simplify to, like, more of these basic themes that I wrote down for myself. Even though my brain does kind of work that way, where I sometimes do better when I divide things up. I think I divided things up a little too much for this project, and I've just kind of accepted that I'm not going to hit all the goals because I made too many. As always, everyone who is involved in this collab will be listed down below. Go check them out. They are all great. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please give it a share. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that little bell in the corner to be notified when I next upload a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.